This is the MCS Television Network, KFHS, Friendswood.
I'm Charlotte Stevens. This week on Friendswood Update, we'll take a look at construction on 2351 and the preparation for today's one-act play contest.
I'm Jason Candy. In sports, a former Friendswood athlete suffers from a career-ending injury.
I'm Jennifer Waldner. Also, choice sheets went out this week, and we'll have the results of the second project prom drawing. These stories and more next on Friendswood Update.
There was a car crash. Apparently, as the first car turned, the driver bent down to pick up an item while a speeding car was heading down Quaker. The car turned off to East Shadow Bend when the two cars hit head-on. Lifeline was called to the scene and landed on Independence Drive. The accident tied up traffic for 5 blocks. Lots of people gathered at the scene that took 45 minutes to clean up.
A lot of construction has been going on around 2351, but what's all the commotion about? Adam Hill went and checked out the situation.
FM 2351 has been under construction for about 3 weeks, and Ron Cox, the city manager of Friendswood, had this to say.
Currently, the utilities are being relocated. Primarily, what you see out there now is the telephone company doing that. Following that, you're going to see this contractor for the city of Friendswood moving water and sewer lines, and then you're going to see Exxon Pipeline Company and Exxon USA Company moving oil and gas pipelines that may cross that road from time to time.
Who's funding the construction?
Well, the construction of the highway is actually being funded by the State Highway Department through the Texas Department of Highways and Public Transportation. The relocation of the utilities are, depending on where they are located, are either funded by the Highway Department or are funded by the owner of the utility, the oil companies or the Bell Telephone or the city.
What is your job on this construction?
Well, I'm the operator of that track over there, and we're putting in this work here for Southwestern Bell for future use. They're going to widen up the road, and they had to put their ducts in before the other constructions came across here.
FM 2351 is not the only road construction being pursued in Friendswood at this time. FM 528 is expected to begin construction within the next few years. It's been Adam Hill, MCS News.
If you are 18 years old, you are eligible to vote in the next election. In order to vote, you must be registered. To register, go to any post office and fill out a voter registration card and mail it to the proper authority. You must register at least 30 days before an election.
Friendswood's Chamber of Commerce is holding a Friendswood night with the Astros. The game will be on Thursday, May 23rd. The Astros will be playing the Los Angeles Dodgers. This event is for all citizens of Friendswood. Tickets can be bought at the Chamber office, Community National Bank, City Secretary office, and Gerland's. Tickets cost $10 each, and the seats are in the mezzanine section. Call Carolyn Wright for more information.
The Friendswood community has many businesses in it. Paige Morgan talked to several businesses owners, and this is what she found out.
The Friendswood community provides a home for many businesses, from frame shops to clothing stores. Joe Tennyson of Bayou Gardens Florist said it was very easy for him to choose a site for his business and that getting started in Friendswood was fairly easy. Do you feel that the people in the area support Friendswood businesses?
No, not really. Truthfully, not.
50% of our customer base was Friendswood. So, yes, I think it does. I think you have to be active in the community. About 30% of our population changes every year. So you have to continuously re-educate or to educate your customers or the people in Friendswood to let them know where you are and what you have to offer.
How do you publicize?
Well, I use local newspapers and have a mailing list. There are mail letters, flyers.
We do a lot of shows in Houston. I do the Home and Garden shows. We'll set up a booth over there that at the Home and Garden show we'll do all of the artwork that's soft and color and Southwestern or pastel colors. And then we do the hunting and fishing shows where we will take the type of art that's sporting in nature.
Most of the people we talk to agree that most of their business comes from Friendswood, but their range of customers is expanding. This has been Paige Morgan, MCS News.
Friendswood Independent School District is considering year-round education. To find out more about year-round school, 8 educators from FASD recently attended the 22nd conference for the National Association for Year-Round Education. Becky Brazil, Linda Williams, Mitzi McEwens, Joan Mickler, Gary Morris, Wiley Morrell, Mary Ward, and Curtis Wilson flew to San Diego for this conference. These participants were given the chance to ask questions and attend seminars on year-round education, with 1,600 other attendants from across the nation. Much was learned, and they plan to share their information with other educators and all of the community of Friendswood.
Saturday at midnight, the Friendswood Parks and Recreation Department will be holding a midnight bicycle ramble. The purpose of this bicycle ramble is to raise money to carry out a master plan for Stevenson Park. The fee for this event is $10 for adults, $5 for 17 and under, and for the entire family, the fee is $25.
This Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., the 4th annual Friendswood Spring Fling Arts and Crafts Show will be held. This festival is set up by Happy Gardens for Crafts Etc. and Boy Scout Troop 442. Approximately 75 exhibitors from around the state will be displaying their crafts in the parking lot of Crafts Etc. in the Captain's Corner Shopping Center on the corner of FM 518 and FM 2351.
On the Friday evening of spring break, Julie Young won $100 from 93Q. She had been at home alone listening to the 93Q Joyride when they suddenly said that the 93rd caller would win $100 instantly. The 93Q Joyride is 1 whole hour of nonstop music without commercials. At first when she called, she was the 73rd caller, but after she failed, she tried once more and was told she was the 93rd caller. When asked her reaction, she had this to say.
Well, I was kind of excited. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know, the phone was ringing. I was sitting here like, no, it won't be me. And then he answers the phone, and I'm like, oh, cool. It's like, awesome. It's like, I've only won a season pass from them last February, but I haven't won anything from them since then. It's like, oh my gosh. I'm sitting here like, cool.
Julie will receive her money through the mail soon. Congratulations, Julie.
Friendswood High School hosted UIL competitions this Tuesday and Wednesday. The divisions that were being tested over were Ready Writing, which took place on Tuesday at 4:30, and Academics, which was done on Wednesday after lunch. These students who placed in our school were Lisa Belamovich, first place in the UIL Current Events Contest, Gara Dial, second place, and Owen Edgerton, fifth place in the UIL Current Events Contest. These 3 students will compete as a team in the regional UIL meet in Huntsville. In the science competition, covering biology, chemistry, and physics, Aaron Ogden placed second. In the science team competition, consisting of Darren Bolding, Aaron Ogden, and Carl Arbridge, placed second in the team competition.
The freshmen, sophomores, and juniors of Friendswood got their choice sheets for next year. The counselors handed out booklets and gave explanations of the courses students can take. Choice sheets decide what classes will be taken next year, and some choices require teacher signature. Students must have them signed and returned by March 26th.
Saturday, the Friendswood High School forensic team will be going to Clearbrook for the district meet. 3 students in each event will be entered. The categories are prose, poetry, LD debate, CX debate, and extempt. The team, which is led by Cheryl Ryan, is efficiently preparing for the contest. If the students place in the District University Interscholastic League, then they will advance to regionals in mid-April.
This year's seniors and juniors that are in the humanities class are playing the stock market game. The competition is sponsored by the Houston Chronicle. Friendswood has been playing this game for several years along with other schools in the area and across the nation. The rules are set up as close to the real stock market as possible. There are broker fees for all purchases and sales, and with each of the 5-member teams spending $100,000 that can add up to quite a bit. The students will play the game for 10 weeks trying to bump all the other teams, especially Deer Park, Friendswood's rivals, out of the competition.
Friendswood has played host to several UIL events this past week. Gerald Holbrook is outside of the auditorium, the site of the one-act play competition. Jared?
UIL competition has been taking place throughout this evening. Different schools from around the district have, but only 2 out of the 7 chosen plays will then advance to area on April 8th, taking place at Wharton Junior College. And then the winner of that competition will go to regionals on April 20th, taking place at Sam Houston State College. By the way, our play will be doing The Imaginary Invalid. The play is about a hypochondriac played by Owen Edgerton, who is always playing sick so he can get his way. Owen plays a very demanding character. He even tries to play sick just so he can get his daughter to marry a doctor so he can get well. Then, he fakes his death to see how his family would react.